because you can, it's so easy, because most of us when we start are desperate to get that foot on the ladder, and that foot on the ladder appears to be a contract, and it appears to be the professionalism that a manager or a record company brings. But it can absolutely destroy your next 5 or 10 or even your entire working life if you've signed away rights that you will really, really need later, when maybe you do get a better or a proper offer.
Okay, so let's have one more last question at the back. I saw someone raising their hand. You can see a microphone going now.
So we've talked quite a lot today about the business of it all, but not much about you as a drummer. Disregarding everything about signing paper and contracts, is there anything that you could pass down, words of wisdom, as being a drumming legend, to all those other drummers?
Well, yes, we have talked a lot about the business, but I think given that probably a lot of you would be or are working drummers and working in the business, it's perhaps the thing that is most useful that I can tell you. You know, I'm not one for giving masterclasses. I can't. I sit there in wonderment and watch some of the great people who play at these sort of events. I think what I would say is that because drummers are quite I have to say, a wonderful community. I think very supportive of each other. But I do think the thing to remember is that what's unusual about us is we can't do it on our own. We have to work within a band structure. And that means that the most important thing is always actually not necessarily to deliver an extraordinary gymnastics display, but actually to listen to what the rest of the band are doing and find the sort of perfect spot to make the whole thing.
Okay, well, we're going to wrap it up, and like I said, thank you very much. And you are correct in what Nick said there as well. Drumming is a community, like no other musical instrument. I know we've heard that before. You are, like I said, very supportive of what I've always done, certainly the Young Drummers of the Year. And I want to personally thank you for that. I know you're also involved with Foots drum shop.
Oh yes, we said we ought to try and sell something while we're up there.
Do you know the special offers?
No, it's maybe just a quick aside on this. When I was about 12, 13, we started our first band, and none of us could actually play any of the instruments at all. So there was one guy who'd actually bought a guitar, so that position had gone. Well, I certainly wasn't going to be a bass player. So I said, I'll be the drummer then. So basically, I asked all my family and friends for money for Christmas and ended up with £7.50, which I then took to a shop called Foots in Denman Street, and where they sold me I think a Gigster bass drum, a pair of bongos, a snare drum, and something resembling a hi-hat, which I got back, took on the tube and took home and set about, well, I won't say learning to play, I just sort of started with that. So I always had this real affection for Foots. And, 3 years ago now, I guess. Foots was going to close down because Golden Square rated beam was being redeveloped and so on. And I thought this was a really, really bad thing. So I got involved in it and now a shareholder in the shop. And I still, maybe it is a sort of something slightly sad about building one's own shop so you can go and visit it. And then, I suppose, and then buy things from myself. Anyway, my therapist is waiting, so...
And Nick works there 9 to 5, Monday to Saturdays, okay, making tea. No, on a serious note, seriously, thank you very much for your contribution to the drumming world. over the years, and on behalf of the drumming community, you are a drum legend. I know it's a tough word to use, but you are. So thank you very much. Thank you for the wonderful questions. Nick will be signing outside, so we will clear the room. Like I said, this snare drum is going to be downstairs at Foots. You can by all means have a look at it. But ladies and gentlemen, Nick Mason.